Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's reading. Today, we're doing a reading for Virgos for this month of June 2022. Once again, this reading is for Virgos for this month of June 2022. All right. So keep in mind that I do read mostly from the sun sign perspective, but you are more than welcome to check out any aspect of your natal chart. So if this is your moon, rising, whatever it may be, welcome. Trying to think. Remember, this is based on whatever the current energies are. Because we do have free will, things can change at any time. So nothing is ever set in stone. And keep in mind always that when it comes to decision making, always make the decision that is in your highest interest. Okay, my dear Virgos. Also, I'd like to recommend a perfume for the month, as I've been doing the past few months. This month, for my earth signs, I am recommending the Jazz Club perfume from the Replica line, the Replica brand. Really great. I really got to work on, coming up with more descriptive words for this. But this really is a very pleasant, calming, soothing scent, but kind of woodsy. There's some hint of I it's very different. It's kind of, you know what, and let me, I did sage, but what I do want to do is just way too much, just a couple drops just to put it on the hand, so that way, some of this good energy, the great feelings and scents of this perfume are included in the reading. It's not strong, but it has a presence, right? The scent is present. Um, it smells great. There's a little sweetness to it. Like I said, somewhat woodsy. There's some, I want to say a little, some citrus scents to it as well. Maybe some floral too. Some floral. So it's a nice little mix. Um, and I highly, highly recommend it. It's just it's a very different, unique type of smell, my dear Virgos. The Replica line, their scents are a little unique, where it really does smell like, what it says. The Jazz Club does definitely make me think of what the inside of a jazz club might smell like. Um, but in a very sweet way. Um, but anyway, so that's that. We got that in here. We got the cards already. We gotta pull out some cards and read them. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yes, if you're interested in personal reading, you can check out my website, chillinonitarot.com. All one word, all lowercase, and you can purchase a reading of your own there. Um, I'm trying to think. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. All right, let's see. My dear Virgos, you have the Knight of Earth, Renewal, Nine of Water. I'll keep going in this direction. And Page of Fire. Knight of Earth, Renewal, Nine of Water, Page of Fire. So, you, Virgo, are in your element, are in your earth element, but you're coming in as a knight. You are slowly but surely working very hard to achieve a goal. And the goal is to um, re- renew yourselves, almost like renewing vows, right? Because we got a couple here. A family. So you may have children together. You're working hard to maybe rebuild. I'm getting like rebuilding a foundation, or um, reigniting a relationship. All right. But there is a decision that you have, that you're, not a decision, but more of like, you're working hard on like rebirthing something. Okay. Bringing something back, It could be yourself. Maybe you're finally ready for a family, or maybe it is a relationship that you once had, right? And we have the Ace of Fire here, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So, yes, this is definitely a good thing that I would highly encourage you to do, because it is clarified by the Ace of Fire. So that being so the renewal card, which would be Judgment, being clarified by the Ace of Fire. Keep in mind that renewal is the card of Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Maybe you want to rekindle. That's more the word I'm looking for. Something with a Scorpio. Got Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity. Career advancement. Change your life now. It says review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Hmm. So you're looking to re reconfigure yourself, maybe again rekindle the relationship, starting a new chapter probably, or just working on yourself and looking to um a whole, like, reinvent yourself. There we go. Then we have that followed by the Nine of Water. The Nine of Water, that's emotional self fulfillment. So you're feeling good, you're looking good, you're doing good, right? And on an emotional level, you're very well, you're very stable. You're almost there at the Nine of Cups. But there are things that you do want, maybe a possible wish, um, something small, not a major wish, but definitely something small that you've been kind of hoping for, or that you've been wishing for, that may be coming your way soon, especially if it's related to love. Okay. Your wish, it says your wish comes true. So it is a wish. None, again, it's a wish, something you've been wanting. Um we got Two of Fire. You've come into your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. So you're doing well. The direction that you're going in is exactly what you want. Um, is exactly what you should be on. And you just gotta keep pushing forward. Definitely, at your pace, but making sure that you're maintaining that movement, that continuously moving forward, continuous motion. All right, and then we have Page of Fire, news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Excuse me. So there, uh, so you're feeling all this, and you are going to receive communication, um, about this wish. You're going, it can be something that's going to lead to a new, like I said, a new endeavor, a new project, right? You, like I said here earlier, you're working and moving at your pace to kind of to reinvent yourself. To It looks like, for me, it's like almost an emotional, like you're working on your emotional side, on your emotions, your intuition, that kind of stuff. But you're also working, like, whatever it is that you're working on. It could be I it's not necessarily career. I think this is more like a personal matter, like, maybe like a side hustle, something that you're very passionate about. You might not talk to too many people about it. We don't have any swords, uh, um, or any air sign cards, rather, right? So with the air sign being absent, to me, that would mean that there's not much of a plan, which is why you're going step by step by step, like a tortoise, right? But there's nothing wrong with going, taking baby steps or what have you, as long as you keep moving forward. But seeing how we do not have any other Earth cards, and no air sign cards, I would highly recommend that you create some sort of a plan in order to get a better idea of the direction that you need to go in, the steps that you need to take to um, make this happen. Yeah, there are things that you need to work on to really to really keep up this fire that you have lit up within you. Absolutely. And I mean, if this is related to love, you may be dealing with a fire sign. There's a lot of fire. You could be dealing with a water sign, most likely a Scorpio. Um, got a five of water. It did fall like this. So with the five of water to the left, things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilt milk. So maybe there was an ending of a relationship at one point. It looks like you may be trying to rekindle this relationship, but with the judgment here, this being to the left, you're not over the pain, the hurt, and the grief. So there may be a need again to really create a plan. I think there's also a need to really communicate what it is. There's not much communication. The communication that we have is very passionate one. So you're coming again, not um, from a logical standpoint. This is more of just this energy that's inside you. It's almost like it's building. Not only are you reinventing yourself, wanting to rekindle something, or reinventing yourself to start a whole new chapter or a whole new book of in your life. Um, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I mean, it could also, and I think that's the problem that you might be having, my dear Virgos, because you don't have a plan. You haven't fully thought it out. Um, you haven't really communicated, thought it out. It's you kind of lose track, right? You kind of lose track of the direction going in, the things you're supposed to do along the way, and I think that's part of your renewal as well, which is to um, stabilize yourself mentally because you're very all over the place. Like you got all this passion, you want to keep moving forward, keep going forward, but how can you keep going forward if you don't have um or if you keep losing track of what you're supposed to be doing or the direction you're supposed to go in or what you're supposed to do next, right? So that's missing. And I think with the five of water landing this way, you still need to, there's a need either to apologize or to forgive, and this part hasn't happened yet. So there is there isn't much communication either. So there's a need to work on that. Excuse me. You need to work on that throat chakra. I'm having those little pockets of gases wanting to come up, so I'm kind of like burping. I hope you guys don't hear it. And I do apologize for that, dear Virgos. But that's kind of that's kind of like what's happening with you. Like you're not communicating because you got all this blockage there. So definitely a need to work on that throat chakra. I don't know too much about the chakras, but I know just enough where I can, if you could see me, you would see me pointing to my throat. Like I got my hands on my throat, even coughing. You need to clear up that throat chakra. In order to do that, you're kind of ignoring your emotions, so I think it's time for you to pay attention to them. And that's going to help you um, with this process. Okay, let's take a look. Any other messages for my dear Virgos? Ooh, oh wow, that's a booklet. Okay. We have Six of Air. It's time to move forward. Finally got some air sign cards. So once you start to forgive yourself or the other person, I think it's more about forgiving yourself. There may have been something that you did, which is why you're the one who's working hard to want to reinvent yourself or rekindle this relationship. But as you move forward, especially in the mental aspect, when you start um, being more gentle on yourself, especially with your thoughts, being a little bit more mindful with the kind of thoughts you're having, you're gonna move to a better space, and it would help again if you start working through your emotions. You could do that by identifying what it is that you're really feeling, right? Say it out loud, write it out. If you have a therapist, talk to your therapist about it. And whatever it is that you're um, feel that you identify, whatever those emotions are that you're identifying, even look up an emotions wheel chart or something on Google, and Google the words what they mean so you can truly identify what they really are. Then ask yourself, why are you feeling it this way? What has brought you to this point? You can even create like a web. Remember in elementary school we used to, for reading, for literacy, right? There we would have a web for the story. So there would be like the main ideas in the middle, right? So you could put the feeling that you're feeling, and then the little lines, and then the extra circles, right? So in those extra circles, that was the web diagram. So in those extra circles, you can put all the different reasons of why you're feeling that way. The next step could be, okay, I know I've identified what I felt. Now I know why I feel that way. Now is what can I do about it? What do I need to do about it? And you keep extending, adding more circles and whatever till you come up with a solution. That's the web diagram you can use in any aspect of your life. Um, to really help you kind of like plan it out and see how things expand and coming up to a solution or a conclusion, right? It's all depending on how you make it for yourself. So when you move forward, when you process those emotions, you're going to be able to move forward. You're going to be clearer mentally because now you understand why you're all over the place, why um why you're feeling what you're doing, and what it is that's blocking you, especially to communicate, blocking your throat chakra. Okay, I got the strength card here. You do know that you are being protected, you are being guided. You have the strength card, so you do have the courage. You just maybe you just weren't ready yet to face those emotions, and that's okay. um but I think now or within this month, you're going to come to a point where you feel like, yeah, okay, I can really do this now. Okay. Then next card is the Page of Water. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So one or two things can happen, and that's either again you receive communication that someone has a crush on you. So here is a new beginning in a way. They let you know, hey, let's go out. I'm really liking you, that kind of a thing. Or it could be too that as you're working on your emotions and you're getting more, mentally, you're moving into a more clearer headspace, a more calm headspace. Even with communication, it becomes more clear. You're able to really express your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings. That is going to help you also, and it may increase your intuition and your ability to or want to get close to your spirit guides, um, your ancestors, all those that are here for your highest interest, and or whatever your spiritual belief is, your spiritual path is, who you connect with. You'll want to build a closer bond with them and may even begin to receive some communication from them. Next, we have the 10 of water. So when you get this communication, it's going to make you feel so good inside. You're already going to feel with that reinvention, that emotional self-fulfillment, but receiving this communication, whether it's on a romantic level, or maybe it's someone, you find out somebody really likes you, and they really want to be friends. But I think this is more of like a crush. You're also going to have, uh, once you receive this communication, um, you you're going to achieve that 10 of water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. What this can also mean is that as you move to a clearer state of mind, a clearer um, communications, clearer ideas, better planning, better strategies. It's like a calmer sense of peace, a clearer headspace. The throat chakra is cleared. When all that happens, you have that energy that it improves your emotional well being, which helps to lead to that 10 of water. Um, and just in case if you do have small children, they're going to feel it too. And so there's going to be a bit more of a sense of, you're going to notice like a higher, happier vibe and frequency in the home. Something a bit more peaceful, a bit, you're going to notice the happiness in the home. Then we have the Queen of Water and the Four of Earth. Um, Queen of Water, my dear Virgos, either there could be a Queen of Water coming into your life, or this is the energy that you're going to be in, especially once you do the work with your emotions. Um, you're going to, and having that clarity of mind and feeling and knowing that you have the courage, the strength, the bravado, the bravery within you, all right? Along with all this passionate energy, almost impulsivity, almost this impulsive energy to want to keep pushing forward, right? Sorry, I thought I heard something. It's going to bring you into this energy of the Queen of Water. You're going to feel very tenderhearted, empathetic, patient, loving. It says relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. So, like I said, you're going to feel more of that family home, more of that better energy, better vibrations in general, right? And then it says, and we have that Four of Earth. So although you're going to be feeling this way emotionally, even with the headspace, you're going to be doing well. Um, you're going to really want to take action and really, you're going to feel very like gung ho about things, like, yeah, all right, let's do this, right? That's the kind of energy you're going to kind of feel as well, besides the great emotional, I don't know, like a release, like finally letting go of things, right? Because you're reinventing yourself. But you're a little worried about your finances. There are certain things that you're not letting go, right? So be careful of that. Sometimes you got to spend some money to make some money, kind of thing. And I'm with you on that. I understand if you're being a little bit more cautious. Um, it says being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So you might be holding back on the financial aspect because you don't want to spread yourself too thin. And I think that's good. There needs to be a balance, but make sure you're, um, not being too frivolous with things. Like you're not. You got a good energy, right? But we don't want to be. I don't. There's. It's not like you're trying to be a Scrooge. I think you're just trying to be. Uh, Very careful on what exactly you're spending money. Every once in a little while, you kind of splurge on a little something is okay. All right, my dear Virgos. Wow, that went longer than I expected. But I think that was a great reading and definitely something that you needed to hear. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to get some oracle cards for our Virgos. See what messages of advice we have for you. This is a great reading, though. It requires some work. You got to put some work in, and you're getting there. You're already on it. Um, and you're gonna be all right. You're looking into maybe a new career as well. Um, you might need to go back and get some certifications, and that's probably why too. You're being very mindful of what you're spending on. Okay, we have 10 and 35, rock bottom. And education. So rock bottom, you were doing so well, and now there was a crumbling. I don't know if you could see the cracks. I'm gonna lift up the card. So you see the cracks, right? I don't, it looked like no, that's a wall. For a moment there, it looked like steps. Very interesting, different perspectives, right? So you feel like you hit rock bottom, and that's okay. Like I said, you may go back because you're, going. You may make a decision to go back and learn something new. It doesn't have to be full college. It can be absolutely, but again, it could be college degrees. It could be a certification program. Whatever type of form of education it is that best suits best fits your style, what you need, accommodates your schedule. That's what you're gonna do. But let's take a look at the book and see what it says. I think number 10 is pretty self-explanatory. Surrender and acceptance are keys to freedoms. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner. Sorry, in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall. That explains it, right? Or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. Hence why we feel the renewal. We want to come out of that. We want to reinvent ourselves. Um, the old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear. Heartfelt. So you got to work on those emotions. Like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to a higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. So you may be doing well. Again, we got the four earth here. Again, if there's something you want to go back to and learn something new, do something new, it may require that you spend some money to make some money. Let's take a look at number 35. It says, education, life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge, but what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry, Important information is coming. Got page of fire, right? Okay. Um, Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the next action must be. Where are we? Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school and you must learn by experience. Now is a time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions, be a student, and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all: I don't know yet. So that means that you're learning. So I hope that really helps to put it all together for you, my dear Virgos. This was a pretty cool and interesting read. I love the energy that you're in. I really hope that it all works out well. Let me know in the comments how this reading resonated for you. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, check out my website, chillinonitaro.com. Link should be in the bio, I think, in the about section. Um, I am on TikTok and can't wait to read for you soon. So until next time, bye.